All right, just a quick walkthrough of what I've done, past and present. We did a sound upgrade a couple of years ago. I've just tidied it up and added on a few more things. I've done some stuff to the playfield. I've done the UV rubbers, done my mods, some extra strong fixing screws here at the back. Did a pop bumper black body and skirt. Redone the flippers with metal bushings, make them more efficient and stronger. And we've got the decals on here from the chap on Pinside. I've got a shooter lane guide here from Vimto Man, and this cool little magnet that goes on it. And in the back, done the screen upgrade from a monitor to a monitor screen for a laptop, which is highly recommended, much clearer. JBLs, JL Audio speakers in there. Redone the mounts for here, which some chap posted on Pinside, which is great. I've redone the up mount as well because this thing kept breaking. Got an LED amplifier tied in with the speaker lights, so I've now got LEDs on the back box and underneath the cabinet which tie in with the speaker lights. I've got my relay there for my smoke machine to come on when the beacon comes on and turn off. Got HDMI output which duplicates the screen, so you only get to see what's on the screen, nothing else. Going on there, rewired this with a shorter, better cable because I had some issues with the P-Rock, which I thought it was that. It turned out that I'd overloaded the 12 volt, 5 volt power supply with my lighting additions. So I've resolved that by fitting a second power supply and a second power splitter, and then just mounted them symmetrically. Found a mount for the power supplies on the print website, and just done that in glow in the dark, which is just for fun. But it you know, I've got UV underneath the playfield, as well as under here and also here, which accentuates everything that's on the playfield, and this splash that Cole did for me. There is the hooked in pinball side rail lights with the spooky ones there. I think that covers everything there, doesn't it? Let me just put this back in, and then we'll have a look underneath the playfield. Did a shooter lane upgrade from Ant H. He does the shooter rod with a metric thread on, and then provides the ball to go on the end. You can have them done pretty much whatever colour you want, I think. I went with silver for this because it suits it. Down here is this. I fitted a PC cooling fan. I think it's 90mm with variable speed to cool down the amp and everything I've got underneath the playfield. So that's just got a little variable speed controller there, and you can see it fits nicely on the inside of the door there. I've got a little UV light here as well, so that comes up and lights up the plastic there and lights up underneath the playfield. That's the amp and that I did in a previous video. Dynamited the floor just to see if it would do anything, which I'm sure it's helped, but I'll never know. I've got here a Bluetooth input so that I can just switch over via the EQ and just have it coming from the phone as a stereo or music system without anything to do with it, or you can even play a game to another track. It's not tied in with the program, but it's just something I could do. This power supply here I've utilised for that Bluetooth supply and the front fan, because it was easier than trying to wire it and run it into another power supply with another drop voltage. That's a 30 amp power supply for this amp, which is a 500 watt amp. And then this EQ here, I've got bass, treble, mid-range, fade, and a sub control on there. Just recently upgraded the shaker to a pin sound to see if it just has a little bit more smoothness to it. It is mounted on rubber bobbins as well as this is, just to absorb from the bass, because there's a 200 watt Pioneer sub I fitted in there, a shallow one for confined spaces, because that box is quite restricted, and inside that box is dynamited as well. I've left the ports open underneath. I did play around with closing and opening both on one port, but it just seems it's just better all around if it's left open. Yeah, so I need to test this and see how that goes, but that's that so far. You can't put the cover on them, and the same with the other one. I had to take the cover off just because it's mounted too close to the sub. Lastly, I think we are on the flippers, which took a long time to sort out. The problem I've always had is with this right flipper, and I've seen it on a couple of other of these CE games as well. When it gets warm, it starts sticking up in play. I've looked at this, and I even had Spooky sent me out a new right hand plate, and it did the same as well. Something about that it isn't completely parallel, so this plunger arm isn't running through this coil at the correct 90 degrees, to it. It's sort of tilting up, and then as it gets warm, it creates friction and starts rubbing and catching. So I've done all sorts of things, padding it out. I've now at the moment got two very thin washers under the front bracket, which lifts it up a little bit. I've tried Sega return springs, but they were too strong. And I've gone with these old school Bally EM springs, just to assist in the return. So now it's a nice positive return. There's also, John's metal bushes in there, and a Sega Stern crank arm, clamp, whatever you want to call it, in there, just to neaten it up, instead of having the, well, just look at this one here. It's a crap design. It's like an old bike, you know what I mean? It served a purpose, but there's better options, and that's what I've done. I think that's it. So let's just turn it on, and then we'll give it a go. Close the curtains. I'm not going to play it as such, but I just wanted to show everything when it's working. Don't know if you can. Let me turn these lights off. You can see at the back there, it's the brackets just start to glow. Right, so there's the screen, and there's the screen. Here I can control this fan here. It only really needed in the summer. In the winter the air in here is cool enough, but got the shooter lane working there, backsplash, side rails, and then
welcome to the future.
right. Just a brief demo really, but I'm just focusing on this screen because no one's really documented it. Especially when you get the core up and it shows you like the inside of the reactor. It's so much clearer, and the colours and come through. You can see a lot more going on. And then if you anyway, maybe not for everybody, but that's what I've done.